Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a little bit of everything, I guess, in this video. I recently made over my bedroom, and I am so happy to say that this is the biggest mess I've had. It has been so much easier to clean my room now, and I really couldn't be happier with it. I almost made a big whoopsie and bought two chairs to put in here after, oh, y'all, wait a minute. You see these little cracks right here? I'm going to be touching these up in this video as well, too. We live in a double wide, and if you aren't familiar with a double wide, the walls are panels that are put together, and those are the seams. So we're in the process of trying to take them all out. But anyway, like I was saying, it's so much easier to clean my room now. But I did almost buy these two antique chairs, but I stopped myself because I realized I would just clutter them up, and I just took a chair out of here, and I'm not trying to bring stuff into my house. So I'm glad I didn't get them. At least I think I am. But I'm just making my bed here. I was just trying to eat it up so I don't know what I could do, what I was going to do. Anyway, I'm just making my bed up here right now, y'all. I am obviously not real big on matching. I just like what I like, and I'll put things together however it makes me happy, I guess. And my husband, he's just real easy to please. As long as he's got somewhere to sleep at night and a little stand by his bed, he's good. As y'all noticed, I don't have a nightstand. If you're new to this channel, the reason I don't have a nightstand is because I will clutter it with everything. So I just had to take it out. I'll have my 5-year-old here in a second come in, and I had him pick up his Legos. He was watching TV and playing on the floor, which is fine, but I'm really trying to work with him about, cleaning up. Y'all, I don't know what to do with this stool. I ended up putting it right beside my bed, as I just said, so I can't have a nightstand, but I did need somewhere to lay my phone, and that's what I decided to do with it. And I have to say, obviously this video is sped up, but it took me 10 minutes to get my bedroom completely clean, including the vacuuming and mopping that I just did. So I do have a regular mop, a cedar mop that I like to use, and what I'd planned to use in here, but both of the mop heads were dirty while they were being washed. So I just went ahead and used my regular simple Resolve mop, and it's just, real quick. And y'all, I'm terrible with dusting. I know I haven't dusted since I put these up because I've been too busy cleaning up, all these unnecessary messes that I have in my house because I just have too much clutter. But it makes a satisfying shot. So, and you know what? I'm going to work on not doing this anymore. And the way I'm going to work on not, doing this anymore is by having less stuff. So, I mean, that's really all there is to it. I've got to learn now. I'm 38 years old, and there's just certain things that I can't do or aren't going to work for me. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And y'all, that's what I've been doing with my house. I can't have a lot of surfaces. That's just all there is to it because I'm going to clutter them up. But yeah, I haven't dusted these pictures since I put them up, and we've been here 3 years, and I'm embarrassed, but you know what? I'm not going to let it, I'm fixing it, and I'm going to plan to not let it happen again, and I'm going to try and put the steps in order to keep it from happening again. And like I said, those steps is to get rid of stuff. Not my pictures and stuff on the wall. I don't mind that stuff, but I would like to be able, when I go to do my daily cleaning, to be able to take care of stuff like this and not have to worry about clothes on the floor or clutter on the chair or stuff all over the table. And like I said, in order to do that, I've got to get rid of the chairs and the tables and the stuff that I clutter up. So what I'm doing here is I'm opening this Ghost Ship Blue Valspar paint, and I'm going to fill in the cracks of what's supposed to be the mortar on the brick wall. I kept it the same color that almost my entire house is, just because I love the color, I love the name. But I didn't paint it white because I really like the blue. It almost looks gray next to the red, and I just thought it was a really nice, pop of color. But I just went through and was just touching up little areas. I do have to add, I'm going to talk about it later on in the video. If you have never done one of these walls, this is my first one doing it, so I'm by no means an expert. But if I were to give you any bit of advice, I would say that if you're a perfectionist, don't do this. Only because it's near impossible to make anything even. But no, especially on the trim on the floor, if you were going to put trim back up, I would almost leave some space, measure it out and leave space for your trim to go back up, because I didn't think about it, and the joint compound dried and it's real stiff, and the trim will not go flush up against it, even with the brad gun. And after my husband and I going back over trying to, push it up, I mean, it looks fine. You can't tell, but there is a little bit of a gap in there. And also, again, I think I'm sure I say this in almost every video, but if you are not familiar with a trailer, they have walls that are they're panels, they're not drywall, and they're put together, and there's a seam where the walls touch, and there's a crack naturally, and they use these strips of, I guess, edging or whatnot to cover them. We are taking them out of the house and just kind of painting them over, but that's what I was doing in there. Okay, so this is the old trim that was on the floor. It is super, super cheap stuff, and it was falling apart, but I was trying to be frugal. Well, I don't know if you call it frugal, but I was trying to use as much stuff as I could that was already there. So I figured if this didn't work, there was, nothing really lost. But this is just some black paint that I got from the store. It's acrylic, and honestly, I probably need to know my differences between paint. I think of acrylic, I think of fake nails, but it didn't go on very easily, but I think that's more not the paint than it was the actual material. It wasn't wood. I don't know what it was. It almost felt kind of like soft cardboard, like soft, shiny, slicky cardboard, if that makes any sense. But I think I did 3 coats on this. I left it on my counter. Y'all, I was having one of those days where I kept doing stupid stuff, and like this, I left it on my counter, got paint on my counter, and then got aggravated that it was on my counter, and I should have just done it outside, but I was tired. My husband and I are doing the 75 hard challenge, and I'm tired, y'all. Super tired, and my body is not very happy at me right now. Hi guys, before I put my trim down, I just wanted to do a little quick, I guess this will technically be my outro, even though I think I'm going to film a food haul for y'all if I go to the store tonight after that, and if it's not on there, then, well, shoot. Anyway, I'm not a mind reader, no, fortune teller. Anyway, y'all get the point. I'm exhausted. I'm going to keep up with my schedule. I know I keep talking about my filming, but I guess it's on my mind, obviously, because I'm filming. As I told you guys in that last video, my husband and I are doing the 75 hard challenge. And I hate to be typical, but I was like, oh, this doesn't sound so bad. I'm pooped, and I've been busy, and oh my gosh, y'all, it hit me today. I'm assuming it's because my body is like going through bad food withdrawals or whatever, and I'm older, I'm 38 years old, and I remember somebody telling me when I was younger that once you hit 30, everything just starts to feel different. Everything is slightly different, and yeah, today I had to sit down and take a nap. I was exhausted. My husband got me up so I could work out this morning, and I did, and I've stuck with the plan. I haven't gone off of it, but man, it's only day 3, and but maybe I can get it done with now and get it over with. I went on a gluten-free diet. I don't have celiac disease. My mother does, actually, and I was gluten-free for 2 years, right before we moved here, and my stomach wasn't bloated. I am not promoting a gluten-free diet at all. That's not what this is. I'm just explaining what I'm on here too. So please don't take this as advice for anyone. Like I said, this is just, me talking about what I'm doing, but I'm doing gluten-free for the 75-day challenge, or 75 hard, or whatever they call it. He's very specific that it's not actually a challenge, even though it feels like that. Because I personally feel better when I don't eat a lot of breads. And so it's just natural to go gluten-free, I guess, when I quit eating breads, because or breads and pastas and that type of stuff. So that's really why I'm doing it. But I feel a lot better in my stomach. There's some other icky things I won't go along with it that feel better for me when I'm doing gluten-free, and my husband. Yeah, it's just something that's worked for me in the past. I don't have celiac though. I don't, I have talked with my doctor about it before, so this isn't something that, I just decided on a whim. But that's what I was doing for my diet. And I think that that's what's going on today, is where I'm on day 3, like my body's just finally getting used to it, or is like, hey, wait a minute, where's that stuff? Where is that stuff? So I've been really tired. I'm achy. I'm achy though, because we lifted weights last night, and I was talking to my friend today, she loves lifting weights. I don't enjoy lifting weights. I love to do like cardio and like stuff like Zumba. I love Zumba. Fitness Marshall, he is like my favorite. I even enjoy running sometimes. I love to hike and that type of things. Anything that, you know, I don't have to focus on the activity that I'm doing. You know, in Zumba, you can just flail around and you're fine and, you know, you'll burn the calories. But weightlifting, you actually have to think about the muscles and all that. But I was trying to do it, you know, my husband and I are doing this together. And I realize that most of these challenges, when you do them, they know you're supposed to do it for yourself. You're supposed to do it as an individual. And yes, I totally agree with that. But my husband and I decided to do it because obviously we're married. And if one of us messes up or, you know, struggles with something, if our relationship is in the right place, the other one's going to struggle with it too. They're not just going to ignore it and leave you behind. So that's what we were doing with this. And so far it's really worked out well. I know you should hold your own self accountable, but I am holding myself accountable by being accountable to my husband, if that makes any sense. But anyway, so I was just saying that. But so this is technically day 3. So when this film's coming out, it's day 4. Anyway, I'm struggling in the places I didn't think I'd struggle. And you know what? When you drink a gallon of water, you do not feel hydrated. You feel dehydrated almost. Like, I'm thirsty right now, and I swear I drank so much water. I don't know. That's what I'm actually having the hardest trouble with. That's kind of redundant, isn't it? I'm having the most trouble with is drinking all the water. But anyway, so I just thought I'd say that. But this was technically my pre-outro, maybe, because I'm not going to film an outro because it's probably going to be late when I finish this video, and I've got to pick up my son tonight, and whew, y'all, that's a whole nother issue that I'm not going to talk about on here. But I'm not going to feel like filming an outro and then starting everything else over. But so back to the point at hand. As you guys saw, everything I just did, I filmed the paint and the trim. This trim is crappy, y'all. If I didn't already say that in the voiceover, it's crappy, but I really wanted to work with what I had, and I won't paint it black anyway. Why does it matter? I don't really need to buy a new trim. So I'm gonna put it all down here. I am eventually going to put it all the way around my room, and probably, can't really see it. The trim that's up there, it's obviously, I gotta point the other way. Obviously, it's not the same as that. I am gonna fix that, but not right this minute because I want to focus on my prayer room next. I am going to be starting that video. No, not starting the video, but like starting the process of putting it together probably late next week. We have just been bombarded with a huge schedule. It has just been ridiculous. I'm not complaining. I'm very blessed, but I'm telling you what, as soon as we decided to do this challenge, it was like the devil was like, hey, guess what? We're going to throw this at you and throw that at you, so you're just going to quit doing it. So, I'm not going to stop. I'm not even going to say, well, I know this might happen and that. And you know what? Stuff might happen. But the whole point of this was to teach myself discipline and to know that life goes on and you just got to do the best you can and keep going. So anyway, that's enough motivational speaking for me. I don't even know if that's what I was doing. I distracted myself again. So y'all are going to see me nail that into the wall with my handy dandy Bradder. It's called a Bradder, right? We're going to call him Brad. Actually, we're going to call her Bradina. Because all my power tools are going to be female power tools. Because I'm going to end up using them the most anyway. But we're gonna use little Miss Bradina here. She's not little. She's actually pretty heavy. I don't have the power thing in here. The battery in here yet. Because you guys, I'm incredibly intimidated by this thing. I know you got to be safe with it with everything. But it's very intimidating. Even though it's very quick. And it's not as loud as my blade. But, alright, enough chatting. I have yapped and yapped and yapped. I hope wherever you all are at, you are having a blessed one. And I will have a new tattoo time story thing for y'all on Saturday. I don't exactly know what I'm filming to go along with it yet. I haven't thought that far ahead. But I will have that for y'all on Saturday. And again, hope y'all are having a blessed one. And let's get on to the nailing. know I've already said my goodbyes, but I'm gonna tell y'all right now that did not go as I expected. If you do these brick walls, if you haven't done them already, then note the bottom has joint compound on it, and that stuff is too flimsy. So you may want to measure out where you're doing your brick wall, because there's like a huge gap, like, I don't know, in back between, and it looks great from right here. And honestly, I'm not even gonna worry about it, but if you are a perfectionist, I would rethink your trim on the bottom floor to make sure that you don't put the joint compound underneath the trim, if that makes any sense. Make sure you leave space to put your trim in, or maybe leave your trim on. I don't know. Anyway, y'all have a good one. All right, y'all, this is a real quick food haul, even though it's a lot. I ended up paying a total of $150 at Kroger. I got some Roma tomatoes. I'm gonna try making antipasta salad. These Carb Master yogurts. These are really good. Lemon, strawberry, banana, raspberry, cherry. These layer bars were on sale. My husband and I both really like them. We're both doing gluten-free right now. See, Go-Gurt slushies. Got those from kids. Okay, so sorry I got interrupted. All right, I got these buffalo beans, baked beans. I guess they're buffalo flavored beans. Pepper jack cheese, buffalo jack cheese. They had some mozzarella on sale. I showed them that, buddy. I think I grabbed the wrong type of pasta. I did. I thought this was gluten-free. It's not. Well, I guess my kids get that. My son grabbed this for me for my salad. See, butter, because I always run out. Joe, hold on a minute, honey. It is spaghetti. These are ambrosia apples. I love these. I do normally get them at Sam's, but they had them at Kroger. Baby carrots to snack on. Frozen blueberries. Kind bars. I've never had these, but they're supposed to be really good. Honey crisp apples. Gluten-free flour. Yes. No, I haven't. I got these protein bars for my husband, but I guess they're kid bars. Whoops. Oh well, he won't have to. He won't notice. They had eggs for 99 cents, so I got 3. Tater bites. This spaghetti sauce, which I thought was 10 for 10, turns out it was buy one, get one free, so it ended up being $3, I guess. These for my antipasta salad. More layer bars, I'm not sure. Sugar-free Jell-O. Well, it's sugar-free chocolate pudding. Gluten-free white bread. Yes, I did show them that, honey. Let's see. I did. Olives, little olives. Don't mind my nails, y'all, for my antipasta salad. I don't know how to say these. Peppers oncini, I'm not sure. But those are for the antipasta. Also, gluten-free pancake mix. Russet potatoes. Salad mix. Mozzarella, yellow or orange and a red pepper, and a spaghetti squash. I actually really like these. Oh, and then of course, light sour cream. I like these little spray squirt bottles. So, oh, and Joe wants to show you these. These came from Rural King for our dogs. And that is my $150 food haul from Kroger. Woohoo! I am done. I am done. I am done. Oh crap, that's all.